Yes, sir. We're back with more new Arcline. Stream number 3. We last left off solving quests such as the missing boy and the love story. Now we're just gonna stick with the main quest for now, because that's all I know of that we have. So let's get on in this area here. Talk to the director, whomever that may be. Who looks like a director? Let you get down there. Okay, you're not the one. I don't see a director up here. It says it's here, but I'm not seeing it. What a way to kick off the stream. Like no one else highlights. Cut the crew. What's the crow gonna do for us? I cannot use my scroll wheel. It's kind of sticky. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Guess that's what happens when you eat and touch your mouse too much. It's gonna come back to bite you. I'm gonna put some alcohol on there. Might as well wipe the mouse down while I'm at it. Okay. I think that's good enough. Be able to scroll. Peace. All right. Nice. Can scroll now. So I'm still not understanding why What's going on here? Is it glitched?
You catch the sounds
Oh,
of a
found
heated
him.
argument in the square, where a well-dressed dandy is shouting at a syndicate agent. Looks like things are about to get physical.
This is unthinkable! Absolutely not! I'm not going to do it! Your edits are a mockery of the performing arts.
Richard, it seems you misunderstood me.
Whoa, 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 not so fast, fella. It's Richard Maxwell Gracefield Paracy the Third to you! That's Paracy with an E!
No, of course. But you're deeply mistaken if you think we're asking your opinion on this. The head of the Eastern Syndicate must see the correct version of this play, the one we know he will enjoy. We've already made all the necessary changes. We hired you to direct this performance, and you will do what we tell you to do. Period.
Oh, this is positively scandalous! You're making me dizzy. I think I'm going to faint.
That's the end of this conversation. I trust we understand each other now.
Oh, my vision is going blurry! And my legs, they're failing me! Oh, I'm going to pass out!
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parazy III
It's clear this guy
closes his eyes
is a
and
piece of OS.
dramatically flops to the ground. The syndicate envoy bends over and discreetly places a folder full of papers in the director's hands. Then, after spitting disdainfully to one side, he departs, leaving the director to his feigned unconsciousness. The director, seemingly much heartier than one might think, lets out a shrill feline screech before leaping to his feet with an astonishing burst of vitality.
Hey, watch it! Taking a little break here. That imbecile is gone, right? The goddamn ass licker. He's going to pay for trying to force his gibberish on me. A douchebag who's never even had a manicure! Can you believe it?
No.
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parazy III, in his characteristically nonchalant fashion, fans himself with a thick folder, yet his gaze remains locked on Mick.
Ah, Mickey! A radiant Rosie! And who's this you've got tagging along? I'm running a smidge low on those little pick-me-ups, like. But give me 2 sunrises and we'll be flying high again!
Richard, can't you ever keep your trap shut? That's got nothing to do with our business right now. Got it?
Oh, I see. What do you want then?
You've been looking for an assistant, right?
Assistant? I thought the world was going to end before you finally showed up. Where the heck have you been? No, don't answer that. I don't care. The whole place is going to hell. The local branch of the syndicate wants to make changes to my script to please their big boss, the head of the Eastern Syndicate. My script of my play. They want to murder my entire artistic aesthetic with their propaganda. Moreover, there's no way the actors can learn new lines in such a short time. Especially these actors. Have you seen them around, by the way?
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parazy III wrings his hands nervously. But when his gaze returns to you, his eyes come to a sharp focus.
Why are you still standing here? Why aren't you racing around solving my problems and carrying out my orders? Can't you see? They're all drunkards! I will never, I repeat, never work with a provincial troop ever again. It's almost showtime, but I don't see them getting ready backstage. They're probably wandering around someplace in a daze. Find them. Here's a list with all their names.
Give me some cash.
Yes, of course. We don't have a budget for extra expenses, but I'll give you something out of my own pocket.
That's great.
Are you suggesting I hire
Damn.
yet another clueless schmuck with no experience? No, thank you very much. Better get busy with that list. Fantastic! Now move, move, move. We're running out of time.
God, these actors. Look at that profile. Let's replay it a lot. Should be good now. Yes, you got it right. Or succeeded. Noise. All right, now we just gotta head back to the director.
Ah, you're back! Have you solved my problems yet?
Yeah.
What took you so long? There's only minutes left until the show starts and the actors aren't ready! Listen, you're my last hope. I need you to work as our prompter. I'm sure you can distinguish between my masterpiece and the Syndicate's disgusting propaganda.
Well, this has got to be your magnum opus.
Did you say something, Giant? Go to the prompter's booth and get to work. And hurry up! Hey, hello there, fiery gentlemen and divine ladies. Welcome to the exclusive, incredible, and ultra-modern New World. I hope your trip here was as magical as my new hairstyle. Yes, I heard about those few small bumps you faced along the way, but that's all in the past. It's time to move forward into the future. Now, hold on tight, my friends, because the real star is about to appear. The boss of the gigantic Eastern Syndicate, the incomparable Wayne Zindo! Take the microphone, Director Zindo, please.
Welcome, newcomers, to our land. A land that lives and breathes freedom. At this point, I would normally be handing you a glass of wine while we all relax and have a nice chat, but today's circumstances call for a little improvisation. As you may have guessed, we've had a small problem with transportation. The train to New Ark has been delayed, but don't worry. Letta Jean and her team are already addressing this unpleasant issue. And when our system-wide automation is complete, such inconveniences will be nothing but a memory. You'll reach New Ark.
This guy sounds like he's up to no good.
And I guarantee it will be all the more thrilling for the wait. In the interim, the Syndicate has prepared a special gift for you. A drama arranged by New Ark's acclaimed stage director, Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III. Mr. Gracefield Parisi and his troupe will put on a performance of The Broken Heart of the Enchanted Beast. I hope you enjoy it as much as I know I will.
You've got the play's script in hand, though not a single line has managed to evade the conspicuous scrawl of a red pen. Zindo's underlings have revised the entire text, transforming the director's vision into an extended series of advertisements. Worse, the actors haven't had time to commit these revisions to memory. Now you must step into the spotlight and guide everyone through the tsunami of altered text. But first, you must decide whether to stick to the original script or navigate the Syndicate's adaptation.
Today, you will witness a love story unfold, and a vicious trap sprung, all in a sea of blood. Let this be a warning for any who dare bridge the gap between technology and magic.
Nerio, dear Nerio, this love's a snare. For magic and technology clash and flare. Their realms apart, they shan't entwine. A warning clear for your heart's design.
My sweetest violets, defy this decree. Magic smites thy world's knots to me.
Oh, Nerio, the Weaver's darkest blight. Their reckless magic turned day to night. We must respect the laws and ne'er sway, or risk they'll lead us far astray.
Herald, mark my words, thou shalt see. Great power from the rifts mine shall be. Weaver's gifts, I'll claim them all. My might and magic, they shall enthrall.
Nerio, beware! This path is fraught with peril and darkness. Heed the thought. Heed the thought. The thoughts. Such great power you can't control. It shall consume thy very soul.
My dear Gerald, thy fears I will ignore. I crave this magic and I must have more. And Violet's my heart's desire. Her love and power shall all conspire.
Violet! Fair Violet! I know her well. Her heart is in science, not some spell. To woo her with magic would be a ruse, and such dark intentions she must refuse. Young hearts entangled in this perilous strife. A clash of realms portends doom in life. Their destinies entwined in dark dismay. A balance lost, hearts led astray.
Nerio, dear Nerio, we must now part ways. For magic's darkness obscures your gaze. The laws decree, in sorrow we must part. A love so pure, fallen to blackest art.
No, Violet! You can't break free, it's clear. My soul is bound to dark magic. My dear.
Oh, Nerio! Your transformation's too extreme. An abhorred mage, a nightmarish gleam. We can't bridge the gap betwixt realms so vast. For magic and tech allied can't last.
Beware of magic. Upright and fair, it tempts and beguiles. but can't truly care. Love or friendship with a mage are bare in the blink of an eye. Mage turns nightmare.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, God bless your hearts. Oh,
That was
merci
my
beaucoup,
script.
Merci beaucoup.
Damned
Oh,
artists.
thank you. Hey, watch the threads. Hey, let go of me. Hey, get your hands up. Do you know who I am? Hey, let me. Ah!
Well, that was interesting. Got to watch a play. And we got to lead the pier. I've been longing for this moment. Nice. Well, we got some level ups. Seems I can't get into the inventory. There we go. To get the big dude something. So you can use that. Yep. And you can use this as well. And what else can you use? Gloves. Okay, Mick. Have some gloves. And a hat. Pretty good. Save that. And let's level them up. Right, we leveled them up. Now we gotta speak to a Simon. We're in the slums.
Hey, Eddie. You heard anything about a circus rolling into town?
Nah, haven't caught wind of it. Damn, just look at that guy. Is that a face or what? Just like my mother-in-law when me and Lizzie were marrying, right? Hey.
The policemen start laughing, apparently blocking the way for the strange crowd led by the dwarf. Everyone but him appears utterly devoid of comprehension. In a bizarre reaction to the jest, the dwarf begins gesticulating with an air of near hysteria.
Let us in! Let us in! I must speak to Director Zindo immediately. The horrors, pure horrors, I tell you. I've got secrets to tell, dreadful secrets. I see them. I have proof. People vanishing, poof, without a trace. Leslie, it's a nightmare. What seemed like a great mind is but a sham. Awful, awful deeds. He's actually a fake. Little ones, old ones, entire families.
You focus your attention. endeavoring to discern any magic within these entities. Alas, there's nothing tangible. However, an unmistakable sense lingers, a remnant of magic that once permeated these creatures. Regrettably, it appears fleeting, and you are unable to get an understanding of its nature. The dwarf begins to almost drown in the incoherent flow of words.
There's no time for that. No time at all. They cloned everyone. Director Zindo, his assistant. I must inform him at once. He needs to know everything. Leslie Harrington, that's a crime. They're dabbling in horrors, twisting ordinary folk into monsters. They must be exposed. What the horror? People are going missing, abducted for their wicked experiments. Let us in. He must see.
Abruptly, a growl rumbles from the throng. Horror grips the dwarf's expression as one of his companions trembles, green liquid bubbling within the mechanism on his back. Gradually it spreads, enveloping the entire crowd of creatures. As their heads lift, a predatory glare fixes
Time to fight.
No, 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 stop! We have to see the director. He must...
Without warning, the creature flings the dwarf aside, his head meeting the ground with a resounding thud, silencing him. The crowd roars into the fray.
Oh, fuck!
Well, it's time to fight, huh? Stunning. Goodbye, Kappa. I'm getting something for this. Gonna attack you. Goodbye. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. They got him. Let's finish this. Oh yeah. Alright. We're done here. Can I loot? Yeah, one of them. And this one. Alright, that was fine. I've been longing for a battle. It's been a while. The bestiaries updated. It's a big area. All right, time to make some money.
Hello there.
It all comes down to money. Yeah. All right. Can't really. Sometimes this turn does not work. Hate using middle mouse. I want to remap that. What? Bandits. Okay. Get to fight. Let's do a finger point of death. I love that move. Damn, they hit hard. Damn, he's about to go down. Good. Nice. Let's end this, shall we? One more should do it. We did it. Perfect. Oh, that's a nice amulet. Those are some good pants. Perfect. So let's give these to Mick. The block. Give this to Mick as well. Oh, we can't even use them. Nope. The diesel tech. We can't use the necklace. Got some more block. I need to see you, Lenny. Alright, we gotta deal with some thugs. I'm down for fighting. Maybe it's over there. Noise. Finger death punch. Goodbye, buddy. Could get this dude as well. There's Toxic Skull. Haha. That was a killing spree. We got an achievement for it. Very satisfying. Armored chest. They won't be bothering them anymore. I like how these dudes just let it happen. You could wear it, but not better. Now what I have is better. Alright, let's continue. Let's go back to the dude and tell him the deed is done. Nice. He's not needed anymore, magically. Nice. All right, they won't be staying here any longer. Nothing to grab in here either. Come on, you piece of shit. I think it's on the, is it this side or the other side? Oh yeah, it's the other side. Wasn't ready for y'all. Nice. They're falling forward. Point finger death punch. Time to beat him up for good. Oh, that thing is really valuable. He's not even... He didn't even attack us. Some gloves and some goggles. They spoke a little too soon. They're dead now. How do you wear glasses? Can you? The diesel tech anyway, I can't. return to the dock. After our pranks. A lot of busy work this. But we got in some fights, so combat makes it worth it. Bitch. All right. I still have no idea what we're going to be doing with all these pipes and stuff that we're grabbing. If nothing, then I'm going to sell them. They have no value. I mean, if they have no purpose other than selling. So he wasn't going to cure them at all. He's just using them for fights in an underground arena. Yeah, I got my money. And an amulet. Look at that hat. It's pretty good. I would give that to my dude. And we leveled up. Sell those shoes. All right, let's level up a bit while we're at it. We can get some skills and more perks. law-abiding citizen. Yeah, right. We'll do magic within. As far as Mick goes. And we would get Mick Stone Skin Burke. Oh yeah. Because he's our brute. And the other fights over there. Now we can talk to the old man. The doctor's a quack. Not gonna help you. Why did the leprechaun take a beating? Because it's free. All right, all of that for this old man here. There is no leprosarium, old man. It was a cover for underground fighting. Nobody's showing up. Now it's on the Simon Says.
Oi! Bloody hell, are you hearing me? Operator? Flipping hell. Oi, operator! Get me Vinny Peg on the blower, would ya? Now! Or do you reckon I'm just gonna hang about here all night? Apologies, sure. I'm on hold here.
Observe closely. A stout dwarf, his beard as fiery as the plumage of a phoenix, is deeply engaged in a telephonic exchange. Ah, now he's spotted you. A raised index finger. The universal gesture to wait. For an ephemeral tick of the clock, the very particulate in the air around you seems to have frozen in time.
Oi, Vinny, is that you? Nah, don't be daft. Vinny, listen here, mate. We're all in the same boat, ain't we? I get it. You're a bit knackered with these syndicate blokes nosing around. But it's my gear what's been gathering dust in your lockup, innit? Vinny boy, tune in and drop the bollocks. Try and hustle me and you might end up underground, right alongside my contraband. You getting the picture? Hey, Vin? Steady on, Vin. Stay sharp out there, yeah? Oi, how's Auntie Judith? She alright? That remedy I sorted for her, doing the job? Those puffy legs of hers slimmed out yet? Vinny? Vinny? Oh, bollocks.
Hey, boss. We're back to give you the lowdown. That gizmo you wanted is snug inside our guest suitcase. The very one partner's holding right now. Nothing but smooth sailing on my end.
Oi, there you are. How's the land of freedom treating you, mate? Look at you. I never expected Hilda's ward to grow up so fast. How was the trip? Got a warm welcome, I hope. Oi, look at that. That's how it's done, mate. And that grip, blimey. Mick, that's what you call a genuine continental grip. Fierce, like Darling Nine-All yanking you by the...
Boss, easy there, whoa!
Hey, pardon? Oh, right. What do I mean? Let me lay it out for you, Mick. They ain't got a grip like that in the New World. They're too courteous, all guarded like, know what I mean? There's no true connection. Okay, you can unhand me now, champ. So how was the landing? Everything went smoothly, I trust?
You bet, boss. Smooth as silk. The goods, locked in the case. And the case, with our visitor. It was a flawless play. And all thanks to my undeniable charm.
Despite the warmth in Simon's eyes, there's something obsidian hard in the stare he's aiming at Michael. It's clear, Mr. Simon sees right through Mick's feeble subterfuge. There's an unmistakable glint of gratitude in Mick's eyes as they meet yours.
Listen up, pal. Let me give you the score. Life ain't no bleeding storybook where everything's all nice and neat and orderly. Blokes falter, trip up, hit the deck, and sometimes they don't bounce back. But there's one sturdy lad you can always count on. That's our Michael. I believe I'm starting to take a shine to you. That's our style, mate. Straight off the boat and right down to business. All right. However you got here, you're in the fold now. So let's have a toast, eh? Here's to the pair of us, the grand old continent, and the road that lies ahead. Having declared his toast, it's evident that Red Simon is wholly committed and will brook no deviation from the ritual at hand. With a practiced flourish, Simon fills 3 glasses to the brim. He downs one, refills it, and repeats the ritual. Only after his 3rd pour does he turn to present the remaining drinks. Here's to the fresh face. Oi, mate, back in the old world, we've got this saying. Never get between a dwarf and his pint. Ease up. Think of our current gig as the opening shuffle. Can't make a journey without that first stride, can ya? All right, lend an ear. Picture young me, fresh off the boat, wide-eyed and fancy-free. A pioneer through and through. Didn't know a single soul in these parts. It was all on my shoulders. Every lesson and every scar was hard-earned. But tally it up now and look at the man before you. A dwarf of principle and honor. But fear not, mate. I'm gonna lay it all out for you. So get scribbling. The do's, the don'ts, the beasties that lurk in the shadows, and even what colour trousers best suits the game here. Simon tops off his drink, draining the last of the spirits.
There's a lot of conversation here.
The empty bottle before he swiftly discards it, and he's back in the narrative rhythm. Puffs of cigar smoke punctuating his words. You got any clue at all what the New World's game is, mate? This bloody continent. It's a massive metaphorical melting pot, and it stews up every sod that lands here. Every last one. Stick around and you're stamped with the Citizen of the New World label, see? Wizards, tech heads, sketchy figures, ladies of the night, and yes, even those pesky goblins. The whole lot of them. They're all jostling and using one another, all chasing that grand dream. Doesn't matter what your dream is. What you've got to keep fixed in your noggin is that to reach it, you need the whole motley crew. Every bleeding one of them. And here's the kicker. From one old-timer to another. Every single one of them needs a bit of you in the mix. Oi, I'm talking too much. Let's get down to business. You brought the artifact, yeah? Oh, mate, let me clue you in. This is just the opening act of your grand adventure.
True.
At first blush, it might seem like no one else is after this here relic. No ancient evil, no magical puppeteer. It might seem like nobody gives a toss. But mark my words, the minute word gets out that you're packing this gem, they'll be crawling out of every crack and crevice to lay their dirty mitts on it. So stash it away.
You keep
Do
it.
whatever it takes to keep that mystical wonder hidden from prying eyes.
How am I supposed to know what's what, eh? There's a bleeding boatload of artifacts out there, some buzzing with power, some just taking up space. Once we get it to the capital, we'll grill the buyer. Maybe when you're using it for idle chit-chat, the clock's hand decides to take a break.
Here, take the shite.
Simon is extremely gentle with the suitcase, as though it contained armed explosives. Turning it towards himself,
Watch nothing's in there.
and a subdued radiance bathes his face in a golden glow.
You think Fortune's smiling on us, boss?
What's that?
Boss?
Yeah, Fortune is smiling on us today. Incredible, ain't it? Never did get much of all that wizardry stuff. But they do have a knack for dressing smart, don't they? Mages have got that flair, no doubt.
Simon swiftly snaps the suitcase shut and stows it out of sight.
Now for the less than jolly part of our tale. There's a group round these parts, goes by the name Arcane Tribunal. A bunch of magical purists causing a ruckus for the Syndicate. You'll find the Tech Syndicate's fingerprints all over anything remotely magical. Not a single artifact slips past them, especially without the right papers. There's a top-notch magical item detector at the station. The plan was simple. Grab a suitcase, jump on a train, head to the capital, and call it a day. But now, mate, we've got ourselves a wee snag. Everything was running smoothly. Had my own people everywhere. No clouds on the horizon. Then, about a week ago, a train conks out, and they can't get it running again. Director Zindo himself drops in and takes charge. Now his lot's taking over all the key posts at lightning speed. Absolute migraine for our little operation, I tell you. But they're right in the thick of it, mate. They've messed up all my schemes with their nosing about, you get me? We can't move anything on that train now because Zindo's in control of customs. Oi, I'd love to tell you they're some sort of magic-wielding sect or mystical cult. But let's call a spade a spade. They're just a bunch of angry blokes. Radicals and diehards. And they're kicking the Syndicate's ass all over the East Coast. But I wouldn't dwell on it too much, mate. First off, they don't go after regular folks. And second, there's not that many of them. But every time a bloke sneezes, the Syndicate thinks the Arcane Tribunal's behind it. Just consider it a local problem. What do you reckon happens when the top dog rolls in? Pin the tail on the malfunction? Not a chance. They're out for a scapegoat. And to be perfectly blunt, I'd be more than happy to serve up that cheeky greenhorn who's trying to grab the Syndicate's attention, and at the same time gummed up my works. This is a port, mate. Every soul here is chin deep in their own hustle, chafed. Even if they scale back the inspections, they'll keep finding new treasures here for ages. My guess is, even when that train is up and running, they won't be making a swift exit with all those inspections. So those bloomin' syndicate brass planted their own bloke, Alazar Cogsmith, right in the supervisor's seat. And what's his first move? He sacks my bloke, of course. My Tobias is a fine fellow, and never one to pass up a drink. Could hold his own on just about any subject. And when it comes to running the magic detector at customs, he always knew how to keep his mouth shut and where not to poke around. You follow? Now we've got this fresh face, Harold Fugar, with his own agenda. He's already shipped 4 loads to the warehouse, says he's running his own show and wants nothing to do with me. If he gets the slightest inkling that something's off in the cargo, our little adventure's over. Oh, sure it will. Just about a month back, some gent tried to smuggle a goblin in as a migrant worker. You know how he did it? He magicked that poor critter into air, then trapped it in a jar. And what do you think happened next? That gizmo detected a magical presence in the jar right away. So if I were you, I wouldn't tempt fate. A genuine business gent always comes prepared. This round, I need your hands on deck. You're fresh blood round these parts. No reputation to speak of and no debts. You're a clean slate. Catch my drift? What I need is to get my Newman back into the railway business. What I need is to get my Newman back into the railroad business. I need someone I can rely on to conveniently overlook your magical baggage. My fellow countrymen, here in the New World, we have something called division of labour. My job is to hatch the scheme. Yours is to execute it. I've held up my end, now please hold up yours. Get Tobias back to work. This is merely the opening act of our plan. While you're taking care of that, I'll be cracking on with part 2. I'll spill all the details when you return. But for now, let's take it one step at a time. Aye, sure thing. Fire away. My boys do report every now and then on people shouting about a missing child or uncle or whatever. Now that you mention it, it does seem like it's been more frequent of late. There's any number of reasons a person might suddenly skedaddle. Family dispute, too much ale, short on the rent. Don't concern me, so I don't pay much mind. Ah, you've been exploring the wonders of New World tech, I see. Smart move, mate. It pays to know the big shots in this place, and Mr. Harrington is definitely one of them. A real brain box, they say, both loaded and respected. Haven't met him myself, but I hope we cross paths someday. It's always good policy to rub elbows with the high and mighty, mate. Oh, aye. You sure it wasn't just some local lads out on a tear? The characters you find in these parts, I tell ya.
He laughs loudly and gives his knee a hearty slap.
Aye, go ahead. Aye, a fair few. But not like back in the old world, mind. Tatterhold, for instance, has themselves a fully functioning leprosarium. They reckon it was bleaker when the mages and technologists were in open war. There's a few outback towns that got completely flattened by the sickness. I'm no wizard when it comes to these magical gewgaws. The client's the one to ask. We'll have a chat with them soon as we hit Newark. Hold on to your hat, mate. This is gonna be a long one.
Simon dons
already
a
been a long one.
nostalgic smile as he retrieves a small case from his pocket and proceeds to light a cigarette.
I was a proper rogue in the old world. Same as you sitting here in front of me. Not a single coin to my name. I'd take any job that'd have me. Didn't give two figs about the law. But you know how it goes back there. No prospects, no real opportunities, just good old-fashioned poverty. I'd been dancing on the gallows by now if I hadn't hightailed it here to start my business. As the saying goes, I was chasing a damn dream.
Simon takes a deep drag from his cigarette and puffs out 3 nearly perfect smoke rings.
I made my bloody mark, and fast. Etched my name on this patch, and now people know I'm a dwarf worth his salt. My lot back home would be green-eyed with envy. You got a problem that needs fixing, you come knocking on Simon's door. Need something fetched, you know who to call, Simon. Got cargo to shift? Well, you get the idea, right? Ever since I founded Simon & Co., I've been doing every little thing by the book. I've maintained, as they say, a sense of propriety and kept my hands sparkling clean.
Simon proudly displays his broad dwarven palms.
It's been donkey's years since I've had someone who wanted to reminisce about the good old days. I'm thrilled you finally made it to Tatterhold, my friend. Huh? It's your game, mate. All right, step 1. Get rid of Newman's stand-in, Harold Fugar, and have a chat with Tobias. He should be ready to get back to work. Here are their addresses. Nick will tag along and cover your rear. Off you go. Best of luck, and keep a sharp eye out for trouble.
Damn, that was a long chat. Here we got voodoo staff of incense. Hey, we're gonna use that one. All right, this is a nice looking place inside. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. That was a long conversation. And yeah, we need to take a break. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But this has been Newark Line, the 3rd stream. And we're gonna be back with more of this in the future. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. And there will be more videos. Adios.